My name is Daniel Scott with UDAYA.com, and this is AVERAGE Joga, a series of easy-to-digest yoga tutorials for people who don't do yoga yet. Take what you like, leave what you don't, go at your own pace, and learn to build your practice from the ground up. Basic hip openers. Specifically, we're going to work with Pigeon. Now, Pigeon's a great pose to work on because you're going to get it commonly in a lot of classes, and it can get you in a lot of great places to start opening the hips. But at the same time, if you don't have open hips, doing Pigeon can be really challenging. So I'm going to show you what Pigeon looks like, and then we're going to work backwards from there. So typically, your Pigeon starts off with one knee bent in front, the other leg extended behind, arms supporting the torso. And you can fold and do all sorts of crazy fun variations, and it gets you into the hip flexors, and it gets you into the thighs and all that kind of good meaty bits over there. But really, if just being in this position is just the thought of it is too much on your knees or your ankles or your lifestyle, let's dial it back. So from here, we're actually going to start lying on our back. So make sure you have enough space that you're not going to knock into anything. Take your left ankle under your right knee. Right here, it's a very, very relaxed hip opener because nothing's going on just yet. If you happen to feel tightness, great. Hang out here until you don't feel any tightness. Now, when I talk about hip flexors, it's the bands of muscles and all the good meaty bits in this part of from the bottom part of your butt to the outside of the hip, even to the front of the hip. Now, keeping that left ankle flexed strongly, begin to draw the right knee into the chest. Right off the bat, you might start feeling feelings of emotions. Could be frustration, could be happiness, could be sadness. I don't know, it could just be general excitement that something's going on in this area. Now, this is kind of tiring, holding this right knee in. So take your left hand through the hole, take it to the front of the right knee, interlace the fingers of the right hand with the left hand. You can keep the chin up, or you can have the head rest on the ground. This is going to help you using the arms, hugging that right knee into the chest. The farther you hug the right knee into the chest, the deeper the stretch is going to be. However, it's only going to be in one part. You're going to feel it mostly in the bottom part of the haunch of that, where the back of the hamstring almost attaches to the butt. So from here, you want to energetically feel like you're moving your left knee away from your heart as you're drawing your right knee towards it. And that might make this a bit more interesting. Remember to keep the left ankle flexed, or whatever ankle's on top of that knee, that's the one that you want to keep flexed. To make this even more interesting, you might even interlace the fingers under the kneecap and then raise that right ankle in line with the right knee and draw the right knee closer to the chest. As that's happening, you'll notice if you have the hand under the thigh, if you have the space, you can draw the arms in and open the elbows up. The elbow is going to help push that left knee or that opposite knee farther away and give you more of an opener. You can start taking the chin of the chest and the forehead to the knee if you want to do that. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Don't hold your breath, because if you hold your breath, you're tensing up. If you're tensing up, you're not actually releasing. You could actually cause more problems. So try to soften as you open up. Inhaling long, exhaling deep. Now slowly place the foot down, and you can switch and do both sides. In fact, I highly recommend you do. You're going to find one side's going to be a lot easier than the other. So the setup again is as follows. Let's say I have my right ankle on top of my left knee, flex the right ankle, let the right knee fall away as I draw the left knee in. I'm going to reach through under the kneecap of my left knee, and I'm going to start bending my elbows as I draw the hands closer to the chest, draw that left knee closer to the chest, and the elbow pushes the right knee farther away. If that doesn't happen, of course, you can reach through to the front of the knee, and it's going to be a bit easier. It all depends on what's available to you in your body. Now, again, if the neck gets super tired, let the head hang and just you can even lift the tailbone off the ground and draw the foot in. Now, over time, this becomes a little bit easier. But if that is challenging, just take the right ankle to the left knee or whatever ankle to the knee, and then you can even move your heart towards the ankle that way and slide your butt towards the heel and give yourself a bit more chance to go deeper into the hip flexors and the hip attachments on whatever side of the bent knee that's hooked on the top of the grounded foot. So you can move the chest closer to the ankles, move the tailbone closer to the heels. And if this becomes, manageable, dare I say even easy, well, what you can do is you can start moving towards full pigeon. So, unhook your situations. Start with your legs crossed. Pick a side. So for me, I'm going to use the right foot. So the right foot's going to go forward. I'm going to unhook the left foot and just sort of take it off to the side. Before you shoot this leg back, grab a brick, especially if this is a new thing for you. You can grab 2 bricks if you want. Now, take that front leg, take the heel as close to the groin as possible, and then roll onto that butt cheek so you can have more space to take the second leg back behind you. Now, the closer the heel is to the groin, the more safe and easier it's going to be on knees. So if you have tight knees and tight hips, start with the heel close to the groin and flex that ankle. In addition to flexing that ankle, flex the toe. Get a good old strong flex right here. That's going to help keep everything in line and keep the knees safe. Take the hands in front of you and start rotating the chest. Now, extend that leg behind you, tuck the toes. For today, tuck the toes, and then lift and place the knee. Now, if you're up very high, right, and this back hip is open, in fact, what I'll do is I'll show you on the other side. If this back hip is floating, I shouldn't say open, if it's floating, take a brick, put it under there, and then allow yourself to soften into that brick. You might actually find that the chest is going to go forward and give you more space to lift up. So try not to round the spine. Try to open the heart. Remember, opening the heart forward, shoulders down the back, keeps the spine long. Keeping the toes tucked, you can keep the knee on the ground and you can extend through it. But if you're tight, you don't need to actually extend. You can just try to relax. And then fold forward from here. Not everyone's going to need to pad this. In fact, a brick might be too much. If you find that it's feeling like it's too high, brick out of here. Put something a little smaller. Roll up some socks. Take a couple, Xbox game cartridges, holders, whatever you want to just put them under there and start finding a way to support so that you feel grounded. Now from here, if coming into pigeon is doable, what you want to do is relax your butt. Toes tucked. You can press through the toe, you can let the knee hang, or you can extend through, and you can start walking the hands forward. Remember, keeping the front ankle flex strong to protect the knee. The heart can start lowering towards the ground, or the arms can stay high. If you don't want to work too hard in the chest and you have the space, coming onto your forearms is fantastic because it takes the awareness of having to really hold yourself up so you can relax and release. Over time, and it might take you a few minutes, it might take you a few days, it might take you a few weeks, you might never get here. Who cares? But over time, whatever variation of pigeon that you have, don't just get into the pose and check out. It's really, really easy to check out in a pose once you've set everything up and just think, well, I'm here, going to bed. Don't check out, check in. Where can you relax? Where can you engage? Where are you feeling tightness? Where are you feeling nothing? And then how can you bring your awareness to that space to feel something? To get out of pigeon, especially if you've been here for a long time, you can follow these simple and easy cues. Take the hands onto the ground. You're going to lean onto the sit bone of the bent knee. You can even lean onto the elbow on that same side and then take the free hand onto that back thigh and you can groan like an old man. To come out. Generally from here, people go into twists to counterbalance, but all you need to do maybe is take both hands to that knee that was just bent, draw that knee up, hug the situation in, and then shake the butt out and go for the second side. Over time, hips will open up, but you have to go into them softly. If you try to run in and attack your hip and say, open up, you're going to end up hurting yourself. So go slow. Start with those earlier variations, even if you feel that they're super easy, and work towards finding something, feeling something, bring awareness to where there is no feeling, and then moving forward with the knowledge that you've understood what's going on in the places that you can't actually see because you feel what's like to be in your hips in your practice. So, how'd all that land for you? Hopefully, it sparked a fire. And if you're looking to fan the flame, head over to UDAYA.com and enter the promo code AVERAGE Joga. You're going to have access to a lot more classes from myself and a host of amazing teachers from around the world of all shapes, styles, and colors. By all means, let this serve as a great foundation to build a home practice on that you can have for the rest of your life. Enjoy, enjoy.